Hi, yes, it's Alison. It is Who's Going to Do the Cooking with Alison Arngrim. I'm not in my kitchen. Where am I? It's a different kitchen. Yes, we are live in a strange kitchen. I'm in my friend's kitchen. In Las Vegas. I'm in a Las Vegas kitchen. Is this awesome? Oh, good. I see a little dot. Are you guys here? You guys here? I told you 2 minutes. I told you it was coming on. I gotta wait for the class to be seated. Oh, there they all are. Okay, there's. I can see them. I can see them. I'm in a strange kitchen. And I know. Okay, right. Emery, I didn't bring an apron. I didn't pack an apron. I'm an idiot, okay? I have no apron. But it's okay. We'll manage. So, we have a gigantic, enormous pan. And the noodles are almost ready because we are making stroganoff. No, not beef stroganoff. We are making turkey stroganoff because I like it better than beef. And I don't eat the red meaty thing. And the turkey's going, where are you? I'm in Las Vegas at a friend's kitchen. And so I have stuff here. What we're going to do, this is actually easy. This is one of those impress your friends, even though it's not actually hard things, where you make this stuff with turkey and sour cream and wine and mushrooms and stuff. And you go, ta-da, and people think you've been cooking all day, and it's like amazing. So the noodles are boiling. They're almost done. And so, as I said, I have assistance today. I have help. Someone will grab the bottle of water and drain it in a minute or two. This is how we make turkey. Big old pan. I like the olive oil. The olive oil, it's just good and everything. Fresh bottle, I get to go, boink, there. And what is it? Rachel calls it Evu, and it's like, you dump in a bunch because you don't want the turkey to burn or anything. So, or stick. Now, I put onions in this. Some people don't like onions. You love the onions? This is a knife. That's a knife. Okay, we put in onions. I often for things, okay, like the spaghetti sauce, we cut the onions and the carrots and everything up really tiny, but this can have chunks. This can have little chunks. So we don't have to go super duper itty bitty teeny. So we will just cut it in pieces. I got 2 medium-sized regular white onions, and as usual, I'm dumping stuff on the floor. It's like, Julia Child, never does, never hurt you, as long as you're done. Julia Child would pick up a whole chicken she just thrown on the floor and cook it. I just dropped my onions. I'm going to pick them up, and I'm going to put them in the sink. I'm not actually going to like this way. Not that I've never done it. I mean, 5-second rule, right? What did the 5-second rule become during the pandemic? Was it still the 5-second rule if you dropped it on the floor, or did it become like 15? Or did it become 2 seconds, and then you had to like dip it in a rubbing alcohol? All right, I am turning this on. Clicky. Yes, I've never used this stove before, so that's like wonderfully crazy. I'm turning off my noodles, which need to be drained. Who wants to be very brave and grab pot holders and dump that in there? You can go in front of the camera, behind the camera. I don't care. Whatever you want to do. She was on camera for 2 seconds. It's Susan. Her name's Susan. She's awesome. I'm going to dump onions into the presumably hot oil. Well, hot soon. There. I just turned it on, but there we go. And they'll be hot. And that's perfect. They can just sit there because they're noodles. We'll double check. I'm sure they're done. Let me see. They go really quick. Oh, they're perfect. So the noodles that we boil, they're the big wide egg noodles. The big fat wide eggy noodles, like grandma chicken soup kind of like noodles. Those guys. That's what you want. Yeah, it's on. This is a Calphalon pan. It takes a minute to warm up, and then it stays hot like forever. So it's really good. Who's there? Everybody's there. Oh, people are going, hi, Susan. Hello. Bob's here, too. Do you want to say hi? No. Bob's like, no, I don't want to say hi. I have a studio audience today. Okay, it's not hot yet. It's coming along. So we're going to cook the onions. And then when we get the onions, ooh, there's garlic. So I think we're going to do fresh garlic because why not? Because we can and because we love fresh garlic. So I pop this clove up. Now, I have a thing at home that is actually a thing that will peel your garlic, but I just, old-fashioned way, you just take a knife, and you do that, and everything kind of falls apart. Sizzle, I tell you. Squishy, and they pop right out. There you go. Yeah, I got this thing, it's this weird piece of red plastic, and you stick the garlic in it and go, and then everything just comes off. But if you squish it with a knife, stuff comes off. There we go. That's fine. And one more. We just need a couple. teeny tiny cloves, but we'll use them. Ah, not that one. Okay, so I got a couple perfectly acceptable ones, and we're going to cut them actually into just chunks. Chunks. That's what we like garlic. Woo! There, we go. Yay. So we're going to get the onions kind of, they say translucent, saute till translucent. Basically, you put them and you cook them. Don't burn them, but, you know, get them so they're like soft, going clear. They're already starting to cook. As soon as it got hot, they started to cook. I know people see, and people start commenting, I thought Nellie didn't cook. Exactly. And that's the thing. If you think you cook like Nellie Oleson, I will teach you to cook like Percival. So, there you go. Now, I make this, traditionally, obviously, this is a beef dish. I'm like, yay, turkey. So, we have ground turkey. And yes, this is a Band-Aid. Okay, so the other night, 2 nights ago, what the heck was I making? Was it those samosa things? I was heating something up. They were delicious. They were Trader Joe's something. And I reached into the oven, and I had a towel, and I put it, but like, the towel didn't cover this one part of my finger, and it barely brushed the edge of the cookie sheet. That was so hot that you could like hear it go. I mean, I completely burned my finger. It was like unbelievable. And I mean, it was like literally seconds. Astounding. But it's a big, nasty old blister now. Ooh, it's like gross. It's gross, but I have a Band-Aid on. So, now this is great. This is lovely, fresh ground turkey. Ta-da! That was really hard. Okay, then you take this. Now, here's where we get into secret ingredients. I'm going to break it up a little into chunks. You see? And sizzle, 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 sizzle. And with all the olive oil and the onions, that's really going to keep it from sticking. But I'm going to let it brown in big chunks. Now, we're also going to do crazy things. You know I love the lead in parents, that this is like a secret ingredient in freaking everything. This is the stuff that makes it seem like it's beef stroganoff. Your beef-eating friends will never know what hit them if you dump this all over your turkey. And then we have regular spices, which I will snatch it. Here these are. Good old Italian seasoning, always good. Goes in everything. Nom nom nom. Then we got, basil. Any of the things from the Italian grouping, salt, pepper things, like whatever you want. Ooh, extra oregano. Not too much oregano, because then it tastes like pizza. We don't taste like pizza. It's not a tomato-y dish. Look at that. This turkey's juicy. It's actually producing juice, which is good. But I'm going to make sure it's super hot because we want it to brown. We want it to get cooked, solid, and all that. And it's doing it. It's doing it. So, you boil up your noodles, your big flat noodles, and then you got your onions and your turkey, and you want to let cook it, like thoroughly, like brown it. Then, when it's like almost done, it gets really interesting because we do mushrooms and wine. Yes, wine. How much wine? A lot of wine. Where's the huge bottle? Oh, there's the huge bottle. Now, oh my God. We're not going to use this whole bottle. We could if I had like a second pack. But no, we're going to use a lot. Now, if you don't drink, they make this stuff. I saw it in the supermarket. It's a grape juice, but it has, are you playing my show while I'm doing it? That's like, that was like, there was an echo in feedback loop. There's this wine in the store, and what it is, it's grape juice with no alcohol, but it's got the chemical from the skin of the grapes, the stuff that people say in red wine prevents heart disease. They put that in it. They kept that in, but made a weird grape juice. So you can get totally non-alcoholic magical wine stuff. But on the other hand, you can just go get a big cheap bottle of wine and there you go. So this is the stuff. You also want mushrooms. Now, again, we're trying to make things easy. The whole point of this is how easy can we make it? I bought the mushrooms pre-sliced. I know, I have the knife. I actually cut up the onions. But the mushrooms, I bought them pre-sliced, so literally I can dump them in. Then, sour cream is a thing. You can get light sour cream. You can get all kinds of fat-free sour cream. You could use yogurt. I got the regular Hampshire full-fat sour cream because it's good. It's just going to go with that. Dollop of Daisy. Daisy is a fine brand. All that dollop of Daisy. Oh, look, it's bright. Look, see, now it's cooking. We're going to zooming in. Notice it's, what? We need a grip. Say it. See, it's browning. It's browning. Good say. And it's like getting nice brown chunks, and that's what you want with the chunks. Someone's going French way. Now, you don't want to see use the good. No, pas le bon vin français. No, 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 pas pour ici. You want the cheap stuff. You want the bad wine. You'll drink the good wine with it, but you want the cheap wine for this because you're just going to cook it all up. And a lot of it, you know, it cooks off, as they say. Although we'll be putting quite a lot. So if you don't drink, you want the non-alcohol wine, or maybe not eat this, because it'll definitely have wine in it. If you like wine, this will be great. So there you go. Oh, look, look, it's browning. The meat is browning. It's a happening thing. Yay, yay. Ready. Open. Don't touch yourself. I got 2 of these. I may only need 1 of these, but you know, it always winds up I need like 1.5. I always need 1 and then go, oh, I need like 2 more spoonfuls. So I just went and got 2. Same thing with the mushrooms. Probably because I only did 1 pack of turkey, I'll need like 1 pack of mushrooms, but I got a second one because you always wind up going, I need more mushrooms. It like needed more. So we're ready. We're ready for everything. We have more oil. The wine is a Kirkland Cabernet Sauvignon. And you know, Costco, Kirkland, always good. Everything from Costco is always delicious, so it can't be that bad. That's the other thing, you know, as explained, the thing with this show is, for people who can't cook, it's all super simple, but it's also any of the ingredients are things that are in your house or at your local supermarket or Costco, like easily obtained, except when we did the thing with the maple sugar and I had to go on a quest. And then the equipment is all stuff that you can get at the dollar store or the supermarket, a pan, a pot, a spoon, normal things. I have like a Cuisinart and a mixer, and I haven't even like used them for this. I just cut things up with a knife, like a normal person. So, yeah, nom nom. Ah, that's more like it. Brown, brown, I tell you. Damn you, brown. My drink. Ah, I have a drink. Iced tea. Now, if I was Graham Kerr, the Galloping Gourmet in the 60s, I would be like drinking. I would like have killed a whole bottle of wine by now, halfway through the show. So he would eat and drink with the guests. He would cook stuff. Galloping Gourmet, I love the show as a kid because he would cook the stuff and then he'd be like drinking the wine, and then he'd finish it and he'd drag some woman out of the audience and put her at a table and pour a glass of wine and like make her eat the food. Fabulous. Ah, look at that. Beautiful. Now you really want to get this cooked all the way because we're gonna add, wine and sour cream and mushrooms, but mushrooms cook like that. Mushrooms are almost pre-cooked. And when they're sliced, mushrooms cook in seconds. So when you're making anything with mushrooms, you add them at the very, very, very end because mushrooms go, and then they're like totally cooked. And so this is the thing, it's very careful about the order. Be careful about the order. You want the onions and you want the meat. And you want that to cook almost a long time. What's it been? We started after 11:30, it's 11:49. So not 20 minutes yet, but you want it to cook all the way, and then we're going to do the wine and the mushrooms and the thing. And then the sour cream is super last because, you know, it gets with the wine and it gets weird and separates, and we don't want it to do that. So it's one of those make it and serve it. Although, it does keep, if you put it in the refrigerator or the freezer, it is awesome a few days later, but you have to add like more sour cream to make it the right texture. But generally, it's fabulous. Bob, how good is this as leftovers? You've eaten this as leftovers how many times?
It's great.
Yeah, he often has put some of this in Tupperware and taken it to work. It's great. Okay, I'm feeling the brownness, the onions, the meat. I'm seeing it is cooked. This is properly cooked. It's done, like well done. Look at that. Oh yeah, look at it. There's an onion that's like almost brown. I want that in there. Get that in there. Yeah. No, stay in the pot. Yeah. Okay, good. Ah, there we go. Get the brown chunk. That's more like it. Now, I'm gonna make sure I have the lid handy. Funky now. We want the lid because we're going to add liquid to a hot pan that has meat and oil and stuff. Now, when you have a hot pan that has butter or oil or something that's going, and you add a liquid like water or chicken broth or wine, which is really common in a lot of recipes, it goes, and you can have spattering, which is insanely dangerous. I almost set my friend in France's kitchen. My friends are all in France. I almost burned his kitchen down. I almost set fire to the whole building. I was a duck. It was this duck thing I was making. And I had the duck sizzling away and all this butter. And then I added the red wine. but it was French red wine, which has a higher alcohol content than the cheap red stuff I was getting in California. And it hit the pan, and it was like crepe Suzette. It was flambe. It was so flambe. There was fire, like up to here from the pan. I was like, like I had a lid and everything. But he's standing in the doorway going, you're burning down my kitchen. Oh my God, you're setting the house on fire. And I got the lid on it, and we didn't burn that house, but it was hysterical. And then I did the wine and the spices, and we had noodles. Freaking amazing. But I did almost set fire to his house. So you want to be very careful. The Kirkland will not have the same alcohol content as the exploding French wine. But we are still careful when we have that because we have oil and meat. Okie dokie. Lid ready. Stand back, back. See, there we go. Whoa, there we go. But we're going to add a lot. There we go. We're turning it down a little. Now you heard all that sizzle and you saw the steam come. Now it's all settled down because there's enough wine in there that everything's calmed down. But when it does that sizzle explodey thing, the food you're cooking, the chicken or the turkey or whatever you're making, absorbs the wine and the broth and all the spices and becomes moist and delicious. So, and someone's going, throw dirt on it like a campfire. Well, yeah. No, not flour. Someone's going, flour. Who is that? Ovelia. No, pas le blé, pas the flour. Do not put the flour on it. Baking soda. Baking soda. Yes, you throw baking soda on a fire. Flour is extraordinarily flammable and an explosive. You can make bombs out of flour. I'm going to go to Facebook jail. I said I make it. Flour is insanely dangerous. If you throw flour on a fire, you will not only, you will actually blow the place up. You won't just burn the house down. You will be on the news because you will actually explode your house. Flour bad, baking powder good. Just saying, just saying. Yeah, dirt on a campfire. Flour, no. When we did that scene on Little House on the Prairie, we were in the Mercantile, me and Willie, and we were dusting for fingerprints, and we were supposed to be using flour, and we were all covered in flour, and there's flour all over the counter of the Mercantile because we were playing detective. Not flour. Chalk dust. Ew! Chalk dust. We were covered in chalk dust, and there was chalk dust all over the counter. Why on earth did they use chalk dust instead of the totally available and cheap flour? Because we had electric lights, big hot lights. And as they said, if the flour blew up in a little cloud and touched one of the lights, the entire soundstage would be propelled to Mars. It would be that big an explosion, and we would all be dead. Flour bad, flour explosive. So there you go. And don't put chalk dust in your food. Ew. Okay, this looks gorgeous. Look, okay, things are happening here. Tilty, tilty, just very slightly tilty. Ooh. See, now it's all very dark with meat and wine, and that's what you want. That's looking very, very good. So I'm going to stir it. I'm going to put the lid just there for now. That's not. I'm going to add a big spoon. I bet a big spoon. Was that White Fang was on Glory? White Fang was the hand. Okay. You're going to add more wine. There we go. That's more like it. See, no exploding or sizzling. Cooking can be dangerous. It's all chemistry. So you do have things that like sizzle and blow up and explode. So you do have to watch yourself. Totally get hurt. That's gorgeous. So now what we have is meat and onions simmering in wine. Nom nom, nom nom nom. We'll go a little hotter now that it's settled down. We're going to let that cook a little bit. And then we're going to dump in the mushrooms. Okay. Let it get hot again. Oh, juices are coming out of the turkey and blending with the wine and the onions and things are going on. Is there pepper? There's pepper, right? Just score me some pepper. Now, another big thing, stroganoff, because it's the whole Russian paprika. You put paprika on stroganoff with the sour, because it's very Russian, the paprika. So you want that. So, my team is in the spice rack. Ordinary pepper, perfectly good. Okay, there we go. Perfect, thank you. Pepper, dash of pepper. We like it a little spicy. Okay, that looks good. Oh, that looks gorgeous. So you get that boiling up because I want to boil off a little. Ta-da! That's a lot of mushrooms. Will we need the second pack of mushrooms? I don't know. See, in it goes. These are nice, big, thick, with that big, chunky, thick slices of mushroom. That's perfect. Look how huge. How big was this mushroom? Get in there. That was like soccer. A spoon. I'm gonna mix them in there because I want them to get blended in and soak up all that wine and Worcestershire sauce and turkey meat and get the flavor. Oh my God, that might be it. I might not need the second packet. We'll see. Might make something out of that tomorrow. That's a big packet of sliced mushrooms. This is gonna work. It's sort of purpley with the wine. That's okay. Sour cream will fix that. Look at that. That's looking pretty good. I'm going to cheat and try some. It's probably blazing hot and I'll regret it. It smells really good. It smells like wine. Oh my God. Yes, it's really good. Okay, it's going to be great. Okay, stirring, stirring, stirring. Okay, this is why I bought the second pack. We don't need 2 packs of mushrooms, but we need like the pack and a half thing. Someone said there's not enough. You're right, there's not. We have over 191 people watching. There's not enough for 191. There's enough for us here in the studio audience, though. We are going to eat this after, but there is not enough for everyone watching, even if I add more mushrooms. Like a pack and a half there. And then, like I said, lots of noodles. Do lots of noodles. But that means from the internet. Is it back? Is my back? It says it's back. It went, woo, you're not on the internet. Now you are. Okay, good. Mushrooms have water in them, so they absorb stuff, but they also render liquid, which is why sometimes people use the dried mushrooms, the little shiitakes and the dried things, but I like fresh mushrooms. And that's fine. It doesn't matter. We can have liquid because the thing is boiling away furiously here. And so the mushrooms will cook. It's got wine. It's got liquid. It's beautiful. I'm actually going to put a lid on it because I want to keep some of that liquid in there. But I want it to be hot. I'm going to turn it down a little because it's blazing hot. Let it simmer, simmer. There I am. Like froze for it. That was really weird. I am still here. Yeah, someone said, you're back. I lost you. Isn't that weird? It just going to whoosh, and now it's like completely back. Does that. Does it at my house. No doubt does it here. It's also hot. And when it gets hot, I don't know. Heat is bad for internet. I don't why that would be. I know they have like rolling blackouts and stuff in LA right now. It's very hot here. Good air conditioning. So we're definitely going to need like a container and a half of the sour cream. I see that coming. We're almost at the point of bowls and plates because we'll be pouring this over noodles like any minute when I add the sour cream. I'm going to check my noodles real quick. They get stuck together. There, this is like a huge bowl. Well, how many? There's 4 of us. I guess 4 bowls or 4 plates.
Okay.
And I'll like dish up on one.
Right
Oh,
you.
here.
Hello.
Plates. Susan. Perfect. And that's good. And then I'll have one. I'll demonstrate, and then we'll dish up the rest. Okay. This is so good. So I brought my pan from home, and I brought my favorite wooden thingamajiggy, and I brought my favorite knife from home. Literally, we're packing, and it's like swimsuit, sunblock. Oh wait, knife and frying pan. I brought my own paprika. It's like, what do you pack to go on vacation? Worcestershire sauce and paprika. Sure, of course I do. So what's it doing? Oh, that's cooking. Look at that. Oh, those mushrooms. Yeah, see, the mushrooms are gonna like break down and become smaller and all weird and cooked out, but that's fine. That's why we needed so many of them. Because one does need all. That would be good. And as you see, this is pretty easy. It's just adding things and stirring. The hardest part is adding the wine and not setting your hair on fire. If you can figure it, just turn it way down before you add the wine and don't set yourself alight and have a lid ready. You're fine. Everything else is super easy, not hard. Just like I said, we didn't even bother cutting up the mushrooms because it takes too long. So this is coming along beautifully. I'm going to rinse my noodles real quick over here. Oh, you got good comments?
Oh, yeah. Geraldine is very hungry now.
Well, I would think.
And someone said consume mass quantities.
We will. We shall. That is so. Oh, yeah, look, these are so lovely. I'm rinsing my noodles. I'm bringing my noodles over here so you can dish them up. Noodles are ready. Yeah. Oh, I can turn that down. Look at that. Ah, it's going. So now, oh my God, look at this.
You're not on camera.
I'm not on camera. I'm on camera now. Did it freeze? You have a delay. I was rinsing noodles. See, I'm back now. I know Bob's watching it going, like, he's got a monitor. It's like the director has a monitor going. Now, this is way hot and sizzling. I am turning this way, way down because I'm about to add the sour cream, and this is like nuclear. Just put that on top of my noodles. So, adding sour cream. Definitely, this needs an entire container. Dollop of daisy, or in this case, gee, thick enough? It doesn't want to come out. There it is. This is lovely. The real deal. Real deal. Nom nom nom. Full fat sour cream. That's so good. There. Probably gonna need more than one. I can see it happening. Yep. You see, it's mixing with all the wine and the meat and the mushrooms. It's a big mess, is what it is. It's a big old mess, and it's delicious. Yep, gonna need another one. Here we zoom in slightly. Go tilt. Tilt a whirl. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, more sour cream. Now, one method is you could drain off a bunch of the wine and the stuff, but why? Yeah, and Susan's going, no, don't drain off all the wine. What are you crazy? It's that part. So, there you go. Oh yeah, that's about right. There we go. It's disgusting. No, it's delicious. It's sour cream and wine. So it gets a little dark. That's fine. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Look at that. Stir, 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 stir. And I'm going to put a little more heat back up. So, I have to turn it down. It's crazy. It's big. It's hot. Massive stirring. There we go. You want the sour cream in. You don't want to blend it too much. You want to mess it up. You want the sour cream to still be sour cream. Look at that. Okay, that is freaking amazing. Now, key ingredient, like I said, it's very Russian paprika. Not cayenne pepper. This is not Little House on the Prairie. This is not the chicken episode. Not cayenne pepper. Okay, and now, literally, we're like, plate. Okay, so it's 12:04. We started this, what, 11:34, right? Something like that. So it's been a half an hour. Has it been a half an hour? Has it even been an entire half an hour? Noodles. Stroganoff. Sauce. Ta-da! How's that look? How's that look? Is that the stacks here? I'll put this down. I'm going to tilt this back up now. I'm going to turn the heat off this thing because it's like just so done. And I need a fork. That's what I need. Right behind me. Oh, look, fork. I'm going to take this here fork. And I'm going to eat some of this. So yeah, noodles and turkey and mushrooms and sour cream. There's a big old mushroom. Let's take this. It's really hot. Oh yeah. Onions. Oh my god, the onions are so good. Noodles. Nom nom nom. I do say nom nom nom. You're right. It's true. It's like saying you say nom nom nom. Oh, really good. The mushrooms still have a little bite to it. Everything's still good. And that is turkey stroganoff on noodles. Has it been a whole 30 minutes? It's only 12:05. So half an hour. That included chopping the onions. Boil the noodles, chop the onions, buy the mushrooms already cut up cheap. 30 minutes, door to door, ta-da. And that's how you do it. See how easy that was? And now I have to put this on plates for 3 other people who are staring at me, watching this going, feed me! So there you are. Thank you. And yeah, am I going to read today? Yeah, probably. At 1:30 we'll get out the book and we'll do that whole scene. I brought bonnets. See you later.